Hello everyone, welcome to STTP Study to the Point, and the chapter that we are covering today is fractions and decimals. This is the second chapter of class 7th of CBSE Maths and CRT. So let's begin with it. Fractions. Let's just do a bit revision of these fractions. What are actually these? Anything which can be represented in the form of P by Q is called a fraction. Okay, where P is the numerator and Q is the denominator, and this Q can never be equals to 0. Now why is that case? Because this Q, if gets 0, it is considered as not defined, so the fraction will become not defined, so that is not possible, so we avoid taking Q as 0. Okay, this P by Q is just simply a fraction. Okay, now there are many types of fractions, so let's have a quick glance over them one by one. Number one fraction is the proper fraction. Okay, now what is a proper fraction? Any fraction in which the numerator is less than the denominator is called a proper fraction. Let's take an example, 2 by 5. Here this 2, this is smaller than the denominator, so this is a perfect example of proper fraction where the numerator is smaller. Okay, the next one is the improper fraction. So what is improper fraction? The fraction where this n, this numerator, is greater than the denominator. The example is 5 by 2. Now there is different kind of fraction, that is a mixed fraction. Now what is this mixed fraction? The fraction in which any improper fraction can be converted into the form of Q R by D. Now what is this Q R by D? This is Q for quotient, R for remainder, and D for divisor. Okay, so if we are converting this improper fraction into a mixed fraction, we will just simply do as, okay, because we now the next thing that we are going to study is the equivalent fraction. Okay, so what is this equivalent fraction? Just say, for example, let us take an example of 2 by 3. Okay, so this is a fraction, and when this fraction, just let's multiply it with the same number. Okay, let's just say 2. Now the fraction becomes 4 by 6. This is the original fraction that we have taken. Okay, now again the same 2 by 3, we are multiplying it with 3. Okay, so if we are multiplying anything from the numerator, we do same with the denominator as well, and if we are doing anything with the denominator, we will do same with the numerator. Like we have multiplied 2 by 3, so similarly we will also multiply this 3 by 3. Okay, so this we will multiply 3 on the both sides, then we will get 6 by 9. So these fractions, this 2 by 3, this 4 by 6, and this 6 by 9, these all fractions are called equivalent fractions. So the next thing now we are doing is ascending and descending. Okay, so we will write how the ascending fraction will look like, and when we will descend them, like when we are asked to make an ascending order or the descending order of the fractions, how it will look like. Okay, so this is the first example we are taking here. So these 4 fractions are there. Now what simply you have to do here is, there are different denominators, so you need to make the denominators same at first. So these are what? 2, 4, 3 and 2. These all are what? These all are the denominators, so we want them the same, right? So for that, what we need to do, we need to find the LCM. When you will find the LCM, so we will see that this is what, then we will see that this. Okay, now we could easily find the LCM. How we could do that? We will simply write 2, 4, 3. Now 2 again we will not write. If you want, you could write 2. We could simply write this. Now this 3 is left, so we will take it like this. Now what is this? 2 into 2 into 3, what is this? It is 12. So the LCM here is 12. Now how we are going to proceed it? Since the LCM that we got is 12, so now we need to make all these fractions with the same denominator as 12. Okay, now we will make this 1 by 2. So how we can get this 12 over here? We can just simply it multiplied by 6. Okay, so this is we've got as a fraction. Now when we multiply 3 by 4, how we could get the 12 here? By multiplying it by 3. So it simply becomes like this. Okay, now again the same procedure we will repeat with all the other fractions as well. Okay, so next fraction we have is 5 by 3. So how we could get the 12 over here? By multiplying 4 on both the sides. Okay, so we will get 20 by 12. The next fraction we have is 6 by 2. Now how we will get the 12 as denominator? By simply multiplying the denominator as by 6. So similar the case we will do with the numerator as well. So this is 36 by 12. So we have got all the 4 fractions. Now when we will arrange this in the ascending and the descending order. So ascending order, let's consider ascending order is AD and descending order as, oh sorry, I'm so sorry. Ascending order means AO and descending order means DO. Okay, what will be the ascending order? The ascending order is, so what is the smallest number out of all these? 6 by 12. So what is the original fraction of 6 by 12? That is 1 by 2. Okay, so this is the ascending one. We will do like this. So next fraction we have after 6 by 12 is 9 by 12. That means 3 by 4 is the original fraction over here. Okay, then after that the next is 5 by 3. The next we have 36 by 12. The original one is 6 by 2. Okay, now descending order we do, how we will do this? 6 by 2, then 5 by 3, then 3 by 4, and at last 1 by 2. I'm so sorry, it's looking so much messy over here, so I'm just separating it like this. So we have the ascending order, this one, and the descending order, this one. Okay, I'm so sorry. From next time I'll just try to make it more clean and make it look more nice, but I hope it can be easily understood by you. So this is the concept of ascending and descending fraction. Okay, so basic concepts of before starting 2.1 we have covered some of the basic concepts. So let's move on to the exercise. What's the question number 1? The question number 1 is 2 minus 3 by 5. Now how could we solve this? There are various methods. Like I guess that you would have studied it this way, that if there is nothing below 2 के नीचे कुछ है, कुछ भी नहीं है, तो what we can take here? We can just take here as 1. Okay, now this fraction becomes something like this. Now I think this is very easy for us to do this. How? This is 3 by 5. Okay, don't get confused. So we know the LCM of 1 and 5 is 5. Now we know that we will divide 5 and 1, and what the quotient will come? The quotient will come is 5. So we will multiply that 5 by 2. Okay, we multiply that 5 by 2. Okay, I'm so sorry, I think it's looking a bit of messy, so let me clear it. Okay, we will just do it here, don't worry. 2 minus 3 by 5. Now how we could do this? We could just simply take a LCM, that is 5. Now we will divide this 1 and 5. What the quotient will come? The quotient will come as 5. Okay, so this 5 will multiply by 2. So we could simply write it like this. Now minus, again 5 will be divided by 5. You will get 1 as quotient. So this 1 will be multiplied by 3. Okay, so now we know that 5 multiplied 2 is 10 and 1 multiplied by 3 is 3. So we got this as answer. And now when we subtract these both, we get 7 by 5. So it's the answer. I think it's quite simple. Let's move on to the next part. Okay, the next part is saying that 4 plus 7 by 8. Now again the same thing we will repeat here. What we will do is we will make the fraction like this. We will just put the denominator as 1 and 7 by 8. Now we know when we multiply anything by a number, any other number, when we multiply, okay, just take it as when we multiply 1 by any number, we get the number itself. So whenever there will be the LCM of 1 and any number, the LCM will always be the number other than 1. If it's both the 1, then I think that there wouldn't be need to take any of the LCM. Okay, so simply the LCM will come here as 8. So 1 divide and 8 we will divide, we will get 8 as the answer. So we will multiply this 8 and 4. Okay, then 8, we get 8 into 1 is 8, so we get 1. This 1 will be multiplied by 7. Okay, so this 8 multiply 4, that is 3 to 32, plus 1 into 7, that is 7. Now we could just simply put the denominator like this. Now what we will do next is we will just add them and our answer will come. The answer is 39 by 8. I think it's simple. Move on to the next question. Okay, so next question is 9 upon 11 minus 4 into 15. Sorry, 9 by 11 minus 4 by 15. Now how we are going to do these? Again, I have told you that the prime numbers, but 15 is a prime number? No. But these both numbers are something called co-prime. I think you would have studied or not, but let me tell you what is that. These both numbers do not have any common factors except 1. So similar case we will also do here. That means 11 multiplied by 15, right? What we will get at the LCM? The LCM we will get is 11 into 15. So whenever we will multiply 11 into 15, the answer that we will get is, we know that 15 into 10 is 150. So we will add 150 plus 15, that is 165. Okay, so we will get 165 here. So when we will divide 11 and 165, so after dividing, okay, 165 by 11, the answer that we will get is 15. So we will multiply this by 9 and minus. Now when this 15 and 165 would be divided, we will get 15, 115, then 15 into 1, again 15. Okay, so this 11 will be multiplied by 4. So then we will get, we know the table easily. Okay, that is 135. 15 into 9 is 135 minus 11 into 4, that is 44. Okay, now we will have to just subtract these. So this is 91 upon 165. Okay, so this is the answer. Now I am directly covering the 7th part, because the other 2 parts are very simple and I hope you can do them by yourself, and you also have to do all the questions by yourself. Okay, after watching these videos, after watching these explanations, because then only you would be having a good command over the maths. Okay, so the 7th question, 8 whole 1 by 2 minus 3 whole 5 by 8. Now we know this is the improper fraction, sorry, this is a mixed fraction, and we have to convert it into a proper improper fraction. So how we will do that? We will multiply 2 in by 8, and then we will, whatever the answer will get, we will plus it with 1. Okay, so I am just writing it full for the first time for you. From the next question I will not write them. Okay, so 2 into 8, that is 16, then plus 1 by 2. Similar is the case here. 8 multiply 3, then plus 5 upon 8. Okay, we know 8 is 16 plus 1, 17 by 2, minus 8 is 24, 24 plus 5, 29 by 8. I think we have done it correct. So we know that we have already studied the integers, so you could easily subtract this. Okay, no need of subtracting it first, because the denominators are not same. Okay, so we will take the LCM of 2 and 8, and we will get 8 as the LCM. So 2, how many times 8 comes? 2 into 4, so 4 is there, so 17 into 4. Okay, minus 8 by 8, we get 1, so 29 into 1. Okay, so we know that it's 17 into 4 is 68, then this is 29. So what the answer will come? The answer will come 39, sorry, the 8 will come here, so the answer will come 39 by 8. So this is the answer. Fine. So after subtracting, what the answer will come? 39 by 8. Okay. So this is the second question. Okay. And this second question, and this is the first part of that. Okay, we have to do the ascending order here, sorry, descending order we have to do here. Okay, the two parts are given, but I'll only give the solution of the first part, and second part you will do by yourself. Okay, that's quite easy one, no need to worry. Okay, so first we will take the LCM of 9, 3 and 21. Okay, okay, let me first adjust it properly. Okay, 9, 3 and 21. So we will take the LCM of these, and what the answer will come? 3, 1. This will be 7 and 7, 1. So what we got as LCM? We got 3, 3, 9. 9 into 7, 63. So our LCM is what? Our LCM is 63. Okay. So now we will make all these fractions with the same denominator as 63. So how we will make this 2 by 9 as 63? We will multiply it by something. Okay, then 2 by 3 also we will multiply something here, then 8 by 21. Same case we will do here. Okay, we have to get what? 63 here. Okay, similarly 63 here. So we will multiply it by 7. This is 7 to 14, that means 14 upon 63, and 63 is here. We will multiply it by 21. Okay, so again 21 will be multiplied over there. See, so we got 42 here, and this is 3 will multiply over here, so answer will come 24 upon 63. So the fractions we got is 14 by 63, 42 by 63 and 24 by 63. Fine. So we have to convert these in as descending order. So descending means पहले आप बड़ा number लोगे, then you will take the smaller numbers. So the largest one here is 42 by 63, and what is the corresponding? Actually में क्या था ये 2 by 3. Okay, so this is the largest one. Then after 42 we have 24 by 63, and इसका corresponding original fraction is 8 by 21. Then last में बचा 14 by 63. The original fraction is 2 by 9. So this is the descending order. Okay, I hope you got this one, you understood this. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, so next question, it was given that this is a square and there are certain numbers in this square, and they are asking that whether it is a magic square or not. ठीक है, and अगर मैजिक स्क्वायर है तो मैं व्हाट इज़ द कंडीशन कि मैजिक स्क्वायर में होता क्या है. ठीक है, तो मैजिक स्क्वायर में क्या होता है कि ईच रो एंड ईच कॉलम हर जगह से, ठीक है, यहाँ तक कि डायगोनल की तरफ से भी वो होती हैं सेम. ठीक है, यानी कि उनका जो सम ऑफ द नंबर्स है वो सेम होता है. यानी कि लेट मी चेंज विद द पेन, हल्का सा अगर मैं ले लूँ तो आप यहाँ से अगर नंबर्स को कैलकुलेट करोगे 2 by 11 प्लस 5 by 11 प्लस 3 by 11, you will get the sum as 15 by 11. आप यहाँ से कैलकुलेट करोगे 4 + 5 9, 9 + 6 15. सो यहाँ से भी 15 by 11. यहाँ से आप कैलकुलेट करोगे 4 by 9, 4 + 9, that means 13 + 2 15. So 15 by 11, 15 by 11, 15 by 11. From every side when we are making a sum, each row and each column, do you understand the row and column? This is the column, okay, and row is this, and diagonal wise also when we are adding, so simply one number that we are getting is 15 by 11. So the question was asked that whether this is a magic square or not. So you will say that yes, it's a magic square. So question और कुछ नहीं है, simply this is it. Okay, okay, so next question, that is the question number 4. Okay, so question number 4 of this exercise. What has been given? A rectangular sheet of paper जिसका length has given 12 whole 1 by 2 centimeter and its breadth has been given as 10 whole 2 by 3 centimeter. So what we have to find? We have to find out the perimeter, and you know the perimeter of rectangular formula. What is the formula? It's simple, that 2 into L plus B. What is L and B? L means length and B means breadth. So 2 multiply, the length is 12 whole 1 by 2. Okay, and what is the breadth over here? 10 whole 2 by 3. Okay, so 2 multiply 2 into 12 is 24, plus 1 it's 25 by 2, plus 3 into 10 is 30, plus 2 32 by 3. Okay, so simply 2 multiply, we'll take the LCM of 2 and 6, 2 and 3 sorry, then when we'll divide 2 and 6, what we'll get? 3. And 25 multiplied by 3, that will be 75, plus 3 into 2 is 6, so we will multiply 32 into 2, that means 64. Okay, so we will solve this one, we will get it, this is the answer. Okay, so you know that how we can cancel the numbers, right? I think it wouldn't be visible to you. I'll just consider writing it here. Okay, 2 into 139 by 6. Okay, so we will cut it by 2 multiplied by 1 is 2 and 2 into 3 is 6. Okay, so we can check that whether 139 and 3 we can cut these numbers, but no, this is not possible to cut them. Okay, so we can still simply write the number as 139 by 3. So this is what? This is centimeter. This is the perimeter. This is the answer. Okay. So this is our next question, question number 5. It has been given that we have to find out the perimeter of triangle ABC, and secondly the rectangle BC, D and E. Okay, and when we will find the perimeters, after finding the perimeters we have to tell that whose perimeter is greater. Okay, so one by one we will find out the perimeter of both the figures. So at first we will find out the perimeter of triangle ABE. Okay, so how we will find it? I think we should do it here, that will be more clearly visible. Okay, so we have to find out the perimeter. I could simply write it like this: perimeter of triangle ABE is equals to, we know that we can simply the simple formula for finding out the perimeter of a triangle is sum of all the sides. So we will add all these sides, that means 5 by 2, 3 whole 3 by 5. So we have to take the all three sides, that means AB, that is 5 by 2, BC, BE and AE. So we will add all the three sides, and the answer that we will get is by adding all these numbers. Okay, so let's solve this one. 5 by 2, 5 into 3 is 15, plus 3, 18 by 5, that means 4 into 2 is 8, 8 plus 3, 11 by 4. Okay, when we'll take the LCM of all these numbers, what we'll get? Okay, let's take it. Is it visible? Yes. So 2, 1, 5, 2, 5 we will take like this, and 1 like this. What's 2 into 5? 10. 10 into 2 is 20. So 2 and 20 will get 10. Then 10 into 5 is 50, plus 5 multiplied by 4 is 20. So 4 is the answer. 18 multiplied by 4. Okay, then plus 4 into 5. 5 into 11 is 55. Okay, we can add this 50 and 55. We will get 110. And what's the number here? 72. Okay, then 20. Fine. So then it's simply 2, 8 and 1 by 20. It's not visible. Okay, I'll write this. The answer is 182 by 20. Okay, let me write it here. (182 by 20). When we will cut it from, let's cut it from, we have to convert it into lowest term. 2 से ले लेते हैं. 2 into 10 20 होता है. Then 2 9s 18. Then 2 1s 2. So answer is 91 by 10. If we are asked to find it in fraction, we will just simply write it like this. Right now decimal बोला नहीं है, but फिर भी अगर decimal we have to find, we could just simply place, 1 0 is there. So what we will do, we will place this decimal after one place, because there is only 1 0. So 9.1 centimeter is the perimeter. I think it's not visible. Let me show it clearly to you. So the next question is, next part we are having perimeter of rectangle. We have to find out perimeter of BCDE. Okay, so we know that the perimeter of rectangle is 2 into L plus B. That means where L is the length and B is the breadth. Okay, so to this bracket nothing is there, that means it's multiply, and L, what is L here? L means length, so this is the length, this is the breadth. So length is 2 whole 3 by 4, and what is the breadth over here? 7 by 6. Okay, so to multiply, we know that how to convert this mixed fraction into improper. 4 multiplied by 2, that is 8. 8 plus 3 is 9, 10, 11. 11 by 4 plus 7 by 6. Okay, 2 multiplied by, we will take the LCM. We know that the LCM when we take, we do it in this form. Okay, this is called the prime factorization. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 1, 3 will come as it is, 3 1 into 3 1s are 3. Okay, so 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3, 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3, 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. Okay, so LCM will come 12. Now 4 की टेबल में अब 12 कितने बार आता है? 3 times. So 3 will be multiplied by 11. 3 multiplied by 11 means 11 3s are 33 plus 6 की टेबल में 12 कितनी बार आता है? 2 times. So 2 will be multiplied by 7. 2 7s are 14. Okay, 2 multiply, ऐड कर लेंगे आप इसे, ये आ जाएगा 47. ओके, अपॉन 12. आपको अगर लोएस्ट टर्म करना आता है तो एक छोटी सी चीज़ आपने पहले करी होगी, आप इसे कट कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पे 2 1s are 2, 2 6s are 12. सो कितना आ गया? 47 by 6. कैसा है 47 by 6? ये आया 1, ये आया 47. तो ये क्या बना? 1 into 47. यू नो, आप भी, मैंने पहले रूल भी कराया था कि जब भी कोई होल नंबर फ्रैक्शन से मल्टीप्लाई होता है तो होल नंबर जो होता है वो न्यूमरेटर से मल्टीप्लाई होता है. सो 1 विल बी मल्टीप्लाई बाय 47, डिनोमिनेटर एज इट इज आता है. ठीक है, तो उसके बाद ये आ जाएगा 47 by 6. यू कैन फर्दर कन्वर्ट इट इनटू मिक्स फ्रैक्शन. कैसे करते हैं मिक्स फ्रैक्शन में कन्वर्ट इसको? आप कैसे करेंगे? आप सिंपली 6 47 ऐसे डिवाइड करेंगे. 6 7s are 42. ओके, सो यहाँ कितना आया? 5. सो दिस इज क्वोशिएंट, रिमाइंडर, डिवाइजर. QRD की फॉर्म आती है. Q मीन्स क्वोशिएंट, R मीन्स रिमाइंडर, and D means divisor, that is 6 over here. So this इतना सेंटीमीटर, ये हो गया आपका पैरीमीटर. So this is the answer. 7 whole 5 by 6 centimeter is answer. So हमने लास्ट का थोड़ा सा पार्ट हम लोगों ने मिस कर चुका है. लास्ट में ये पूछा था कि दोनों में से किसका पैरीमीटर बड़ा है. तो उसके लिए आप क्या करेंगे? हमें पता है कि ट्राइंगल ABC का पैरीमीटर हमारा 91 by 10 सेंटीमीटर आया, और पैरीमीटर ऑफ रेक्टेंगल BCDE हमारा 47 by 6 सेंटीमीटर आया. ना इसके लिए आपने क्या करना है? दोनों के पैरामीटर्स हमने लिख लिए. अब हम इसे कंपेयर करेंगे. कंपैरिजन करने के लिए आपने क्या करना पड़ेगा? आपने दोनों के डिनोमिनेटर सेम करने हैं. तो उसके लिए आप एलसीएम लेंगे. 10 और 6 का एलसीएम लेते हैं तो आता है 30. तो आपने डिनोमिनेटर दोनों के 30 बनाने हैं. इसको आपने 30 बनाना है तो आप मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे 3 से. अब यहाँ 3 से किया तो यहाँ भी करना ही करना है. ठीक है, यहाँ भी आपने 30 बनाना है. तो 6 की टेबल में 30 कितनी बार आता है? 5 times. ऐसे ऊपर भी 5 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे. ठीक है, जब हम सॉल्व करेंगे तो यहाँ नीचे डिनोमिनेटर में 30 आ जाएगा. ओके, ऊपर कितना आएगा? 273 अपॉन 30, और नीचे कितना आएगा? ऊपर आप मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे इसे, ये आपका आ जाएगा 7 5 जो 35, 5 यहाँ पर 3 आप कैरी ऊपर लेंगे. 5 4 जो 20, 20 प्लस 3 23. तो आप खुद ही देखिए, जब डिनोमिनेटर सेम होते हैं, ओके, जब डिनोमिनेटर सेम होते हैं तो आप न्यूमरेटर कंपेयर करते हैं. तो न्यूमरेटर किसका बड़ा है? इसका बड़ा है. और ये वैल्यू किसकी थी? 91 by 10 की. और 91 by 10 किसका है? पैरीमीटर ऑफ ट्रायंगल ABC. इस वजह से वी कैन से दैट द पैरीमीटर ऑफ ट्रायंगल ABC इज ग्रेटर देन द पैरीमीटर ऑफ रेक्टेंगल BCDE. So the next question that we are going to do is question number 6. Okay, what's the question saying? Please, I'm not writing the question because it will cover the content in the board. So please keep your book in front of you. right now. So the question says that Sahil wants to put a picture in a frame, okay, and the picture is the measurement is given, and it is saying that if he wanted to frame the picture, it shouldn't be more than the given measurement. Okay, that means the picture is greater in size. Okay, let's take the example like this. The picture is this much bigger in size, okay, but the size of the frame is this much, so picture has to come in this frame only, right? And if the picture is coming this outside part, so it has to be trimmed. So this part that I'm covering with red, it has to be trimmed, right? So picture का जो ओरिजिनल लेंथ है, ठीक है, उसमें से आप अगर फ्रेम का लेंथ को माइनस कर दोगे, राइट, दिस फ्रेम का लेंथ को अगर आप माइनस करोगे तो पिक्चर का जो एक्स्ट्रा पार्ट है, यू विल गेट दिस वन, है ना? तो ये आपको ट्रिम करना है. तो व्हाट सिंपली वी विल डू, जो पूरा पिक्चर का मेजरमेंट इज गिवन, ठीक है, पिक्चर का जो विथ है, अगर उस विथ से हम फ्रेम की विथ को माइनस करेंगे तो वी कुड ईजिली गेट दैट हाउ मच आवर विथ हैज़ टू बी trimmed, how much the picture has to be trimmed. Okay, so it has been given that the picture, okay, the picture's width has been given as 7 whole 3 by 5 centimeter. Okay, and okay, just I shall write it properly first. Width of the picture has been given, that is 7 whole 3 by 5 centimeter. Okay, so the width of the picture is given is this one and maximum width is, maximum width का मतलब क्या होता है, maximum width का मतलब होता है कि इससे ज़्यादा नहीं फिट हो सकती है, ठीक है ना, तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इतनी ही होगी, ठीक है, तो जितनी होनी चाहिए उसका हम सब्ट्रैक्ट कर देंगे फ्रॉम दी टोटल विथ, तो हमारा इजीली आंसर आ जाएगा. ओके, सो विथ मैक्सिमम इतनी होनी चाहिए और एक्चुअल विथ इतनी है, तो एक्चुअल विथ क्या है, ज़्यादा है, तो हमने उसको माइनस करना पड़ेगा, right? So we will simply subtract it this way, and when we will solve 7 into 5 is 35, then we will multiply with 35 by 3 upon 5, okay, then 10 into 7 is 70, then plus 1 73 by 10. Okay, so this is 105 upon 5 minus 73 upon 10. Okay, so now we have to take the LCM. The LCM of 5 and 10 is 10. So 5 into 2 is 10. So 105 into 2 minus 10 into 1 is 10. So 1 multiplied by 73 is 73. Okay, when we will solve this, we will get 210 minus 73 upon 10. Okay, so when we will solve this, the answer that we will get is, we have to subtract it, so we will get like this. Okay, so this will come here and only 1 will come here. Fine, so 137 upon 10 is the answer. Okay, I think it's not visible, so let me write it just here. The answer that will come is 137 by 10. Okay, so when we will convert it into decimal, the answer will come 13.7 centimeter. Now why this has came, because there is 1 0 over here, so 1 0 is here, that means we will place the decimal after one number. Okay, so after one place the decimal we will put, 7 के बाद एक नंबर बाद हमने सीधे यहाँ पे डेसिमल लगा दिया, so 13.7 is the answer. Okay, I hope you understood this question. So it was given that 1 is the apple का whole part. Okay, रितु ने कितना एप्पल खाया? 3/5 एप्पल खाया. ओके उसके ब्रदर जो था उसने एप्पल कितना खाया? 2/5. ये हमने निकाला था. अब वो ये पूछ रहा है हु हैड द लार्जेस्ट शेयर. लार्जेस्ट शेयर किसके पास था? एक के पास है 3/5, एक के पास है 2/5. आपको सिंपली पता है किसके पास ज़्यादा शेयर है? रितु के पास. ओके और कितना ज़्यादा है, तो आपको जब भी कितना ज़्यादा कितना कम निकालना है दैट मीन्स यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट डिफरेंस. तो कितना ज़्यादा है दैट मीन्स बाय हाउ मच. 3/5 माइनस 2/5 दैट इज़ 1/5. डिनोमिनेटर सेम है तो सीधे सीधे आप करेंगे आंसर. ठीक है, तो रितु हैज़ द ग्रेटर शेयर ऑफ एप्पल देन हिज ब्रदर बाय 1/5. दैट्स इट, वेरी सिंपल. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट पार्ट. ओके, so the next question is saying that Michael finished coloring a picture in 7/12 hour and Vaibhav finished coloring the same picture in 3/4 hour. Who worked longer? By what fraction it was longer? Similar to the previous question. ठीक है, आई हैव रिटन माइकल ने कितना टाइम लिया? 7/12 आवर लिए. वैभव ने लिया इतना टाइम. ठीक है, अब बोल रहा है किसने ज़्यादा लिया. तो जब भी ज़्यादा या कम करते हैं तो हम क्या करते हैं? वी ऑलवेज फाइंड आउट द डिफरेंस. ठीक है, तो आप डिफरेंस फाइंड आउट करेंगे. तो आपने जब भी आपसे ऐसा पूछा जाता है तो आप लोग पहले क्या करते हैं? किसने ज़्यादा किया. तो जब भी किसने ज़्यादा किया तो आप कंपैरिजन कर रहे हैं. तो आपको पता है जब भी आप कंपैरिजन करते हैं तो आपके पास क्या होना चाहिए? जब भी आप कंपैरिजन कर रहे हैं तो आपके जो फ्रैक्शंस हैं उनमें डिनोमिनेटर सेम होना चाहिए. तो ये 12 है, ये 4 है, तो हम इसको 12 कर सकते हैं. ये है ओरिजिनल फ्रैक्शन, ये है ओरिजिनल फ्रैक्शन. आप 3/4 को क्या बना सकते हो? 3/4 में आप दोनों और अगर 3 मल्टीप्लाई कर दो तो आपका फ्रैक्शन 12 बन गया. इज दैट फाइन? तो आपका देखो अब 7/12 9/12 आप दोनों को कंपेयर कीजिए. 7/12 बड़ा है या फिर 9/12 बड़ा है? तो यू कुड इजीली से कि क्या बड़ा है? 9/12 बड़ा है. तो 9/12 इज उसका ओरिजिनल फ्रैक्शन क्या है? 3/4. और 3/4 किसका टाइम है? 3/4 है वैभव का कलरिंग टाइम. तो दैट मीन्स सिंपली आपसे जो पूछा था कि हु वर्कड लॉन्गर, किसने ज़्यादा काम किया, तो वैभव वर्कड लॉन्गर. ओके, हु वर्कड लॉन्गर? वैभव वर्कड लॉन्गर. एंड पूछा है बाय हाउ मच. तो जब भी बाय हाउ मच या ज़्यादा या कम पूछा जाता है तो यू सिंपली मेक अ डिफरेंस. अब डिफरेंस में आप सिमिलर वाला लेना तो ज़्यादा ईजी रहेगा. ठीक है ना, सिमिलर वाली फ्रैक्शंस. तो एक का 7/12 है, एक का 9/12 है. तो यहाँ पे हो जाएगा 9/12 माइनस 7/12 दैट मीन्स 2/12 दैट मीन्स 1/6. सिंपल है. ओके.